Right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to D's Divinity, D's Divine Tarot. Thank you for joining in with me today. As you see from the title, this is a lovely video, especially for our Scorpios out there who are needing, wanting, looking for guidance, advice, just a powerful, uplifting message for the month of August, right? Now, keep in mind though, even though it is technically time stamped for August 2020, time is fluid, just like energy, so it really doesn't matter. Whenever Spirit guides you to watch this video, it is meant for you because it is intended to be a timeless reading. So what that means is this may have played out for you in the past. You may be currently going through this energy, or this is potential energy to come if you continue along the path that you're on currently. Okay. Also, keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. If it does, great. If it doesn't, that is perfectly okay. Just take what does, let the rest go and flow, all right? Maybe a message for someone else. If none of it resonates with you, I would advise you to check out the other videos in your Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North and or South nodes. As I've told all the other groups, that really doesn't matter. That may be more in tune with your energies. You know, you may resonate a little bit more with those particular signs in your natal chart, but all the signs affect us in some shape, form, or fashion. So, you know, you still may want to check out all of the other videos because there may be a message there for you, okay? Just meditate on it and then go with what resonates with you, whether it's in the title, I don't know, you know, like I said, or your other signs that are in your chart, okay? Anyways, this is the way that it's going to play out. We have here our karma angels, and we'll get guidance and everything for the month and what angels you can potentially call on who are there to help you. They will not intercede without your permission, all right? And here we have the angel tarot to see what messages our karma angels have for us throughout the month, okay? Why we may potentially need their guidance. We're going to use the fairy tarot if need be for any further clarification and or to smooth out any ambiguities. The magical fairies messages we're going to use to see what the fairies have to say for us, messages of guidance, advice, affirmations, what have you. And then we'll end up with the message, love message from Rumi for the month, okay? Before we get into it, I'm going to go over some of my notes and as well as go through my bag of crystals to see which ones may be beneficial for you for the month, okay? So, Spirit, this is for our beautiful Scorpios. For our Scorpios, Spirit. I really have these big in here. That felt right. That's why I bring it back to you. Okay. Yep. Yep. Ooh, okay. The one that I was saying as I was feeling through the bag, that felt right. Of course, I was feeling intuitively, eyes closed, just letting spirit guide me. But this is the one that I said felt right, and I knew it was going to come back to me. This is Apache Tears. So this stone is very, very good for grief. So there may be something that you will experience a loss of some sort, and however that resonates with you, prayers and love and light with you. If this is physical, like somebody, you know, a family member, friend, loved one, okay, anything that's a loss, seemingly a loss, let's put it like that, because nothing is ever truly lost, right? But anyway, we're not gonna get into that right now. But even life is eternal. They're not truly lost. They may be gone in the physical form, but they will always be with you, okay? All right. So that's a message for somebody. But my heart and, like I said, love and light truly goes out to you if you are experiencing that. You don't have to necessarily get the stone, but I would highly advise getting some kind of black stone, especially obsidian, black onyx, something to help to remove the negativity, right? Because we all know we kind of run through those thoughts over and over and over through our head, and that keeps us in that space of Three of Swords energy, right? The grief, the depression, and we want to get up out of that. Sometimes even that Nine of Swords, the anxiety, right? The sleepless nights. So, and it really is going to come, it's going to require you with this green calcite coming out to truly focus and heal your heart. And I'm going to go through, like I said, my notes in just a second. But this is overall healing, honestly, with the green calcite, but it's specific focus on the heart chakra, the throat chakra, which, like I said, it ties into the messages, the intuitive messages that I got from spirit, as well as even some third eye, okay? So green calcite or any other green stone, especially for the heart chakra, if you're specifically focusing on that. If you wanted to do the throat and or third eye, some kind of blue, okay? Lapis lazuli works well, very well. And then for our little pumice stones, I call them pumice stones. They're not the rough ones, but they're pretty much the same stones. Our lava or meditation stones can get harmony and hope. And this is interesting because I cannot remember right now, but another group got this same exact one, and I honestly cannot remember. So we're going to see what this is all about. All right. Now, as far as the affected organs or where Scorpio kind of rules within the body are the genitals, anus, urethra, and prostate. And those are all kind of the lower chakras, right? Like root and sacral, if you will. And this is why, you know, a lot of our Scorpios may be a little more sexual, right? Sensual, because that's the area that it kind of it has a play in or say in. Let's put it like that. The song, as y'all know, I do a shuffle through my meditation playlist to see what message, you know, advice spirit has for you through that. And the one that you guys got is the Express Yourself, the throat chakra meditation, which I find very, very, very interesting. I mentioned healing of the heart, throat, and third eye, even with this green calcite, okay? And that's by Londrell. And within it, he's telling you to express calmness, express peace, power, serenity. And I put hashtag affirmations because you need to say these affirmations, right? This truly, anytime I feel this stone, I do get a sense of calm, healing, peaceful energy over my heart chakra. So that will definitely help you with that. I know we're speaking of the throat chakras for this meditation, but I'm just saying, I just said you could use that calcite for the throat to heal that as well, okay? All right, and then he goes on to say, joy, success, trust your inner voice or your higher self and come from a place of honesty and truth. Your words can heal, so choose them wisely. Healthy communication, and communication is not always just speaking. Honestly, communication I'm coming to learn is more of listening, which is what I have next, is learn to listen. Don't take it personal. Accept change, boundless potential, embrace and express beauty and creativity. And then finally, I have everlasting love and ever increasing peace. And that is what is all wrapped up, I feel, truly in this green calcite. All right? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get into the energy, or into the reading. Excuse me. We're already in the energy, ain't we, Spirit? Thank you. Just going to clear with my homemade clearing mist. We're going to just move these out of the way a little bit so we can have some room. Beginning with our karma angels for Scorpio, Spirit for Scorpio, angels for the month of August for Scorpio, for Scorpio. Thank you. Yep. Thank you. There we are, 14. I'm going to get them out and then we'll get into it, okay? Who else for Fairies? Spirit. Yep. Psyche, 32. Beautiful. Oh my, please. What other angel? For Scorpios. One more, please. Yep, thank you. Haziel. This is they're kind of meshing. Similar guardian angels to call on. Yeah, lots of transformation. Lots of transformation. Especially of the heart, bouncing of the heart and mind. That's been the theme for pretty much all the signs, to be quite honest. within these two, just in that 5 energy alone, there's a lot of transformation going on. This is balancing and grounding of your heart or emotional center, healing that. Some of you may want to work with herbs, flower essences, Venus. You may want to check out the Libra, Virgo. Those two are jumping out. They're saying, yeah, you're coming from a place, you're purifying your area of expertise, your root sacral. This is peace here. This is loving energy. This is calm. This is serenity. Zachiel is in meditative state. I also see Zachiel as being the like chariot or wounded warrior, right? Been through some heartache and pain, been talked about, lied on, ridiculed, yet he still comes out strong, peaceful, balanced in the end, right? Because even these two together, they're both the 5s, but together they make the 10, which is complete. I also hear coming together divine and masculine, divine feminine and divine masculine within. They're looking, your spirit squad is watching you and really look like proud of you because of the accomplishments you have even made thus far. So continue on, keep hope alive. And that's when I said balance, and I didn't even, they're bringing this to my awareness. That's the harmony that's occurring within you, right? Balance of divine feminine and masculine energies. Knowing when to sit back, relax, and attract like our Empress, be ready to receive. That's that Venus type of energy, right? Nurturing yourself, expressing beauty. That's the beautiful thing. That's the most beautiful thing within you when you come from a place of care and compassion, when your heart chakra is healed and you're able to, no matter who has talked about you, lied on you, you know what I'm saying, there's no hate, no ill will. More so than anything, it's probably pity, because you understand that they're just not at the level of understanding to even realize what they're doing. But you know better because you've gone through that. So a lot of you may be even grieving the fact that you have to let some people go. You got to get away from that lower vibrational energy, and sometimes that can feel like a death, seriously. But not all is lost. Just remember, you still have your peace of mind, right? That's the gift. That's the gift. And then that's funny because I said, not even looking at this card yet, but the 5 and 5, together with the 14 and the 32, the 5 and 5 together, they make the 10 here, which is completion. And you're receiving that gift because once you've gone through this transformation, you come out pure. I hear white, 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 white. Pure, virtuous, honorable. And that's the gift of your intuition, right? Like, just pure, just healed, because you've healed this heart chakra, your heart chakra. I hear, elevate your mind, open up your heart chakra, elevate your mind, open up your heart chakra. And when you do that, when you balance those two, but more importantly, well, I guess not one is really necessarily more important than the other, but when you do that, when you come into balance and harmony within your heart and mind, that's just like I just see an explosion, like boom, like you've reached the pinnacle. And that's funny that I say that as I'm looking at this green calcite. It's like you've reached the pinnacle of success, right? Joy, happiness, peace, tranquility, serenity. All that we're saying to you. I love it. Because even here, even though I see Haziel as being, drowned, drenched in that intuitive power, that solar power, it's still coming from a place of peace, sitting in that pink, I don't know why it reminds me of a harp. And harps are so beautiful. Harp is, it's like the tone, like the instrument for the heart, right? Harp, heart. I don't think they sound very close for nothing, And it's beautiful to see because we all know the heart is the gateway. It's like this is representative of the heart chakra with that green, right? And then the red cloak is like covered, like balanced, like you're grounded, you're rooted. It's stable, right? Okay. And that's funny that I say that because with the 4 energy here in the 14, that's the heart chakra, right? And it's like, it's one. You are the one. stable, grounded, like full of love, right? Covered, okay? And then I say that it's the gateway, and this is the chariot to me. So it's all about movement, right? Getting past blockages, healing. Again, with the 5 energies, transforming. Y'all know that 3 in the beginning is like my Holy Trinity. It's aligning mind, body, and spirit. And even the 2 is like blending divine feminine and masculine, like I said. So it's a lot of stuff going on. You may be feeling it too, like truly, truly, truly feeling it within your body. And they're telling you, use, that's why I said even whatever black stone, a jet if you have it, that's even cheaper or relatively cheap to find, but something to help keep you grounded, balanced, and to remove that negativity, to block any negativity, especially from the naysayers who are watching you. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I didn't mean to. That was hey, they took me there. So that's for somebody, but let's see why you need them. What messages they have for Scorpios. And bam. Let me see. I just shot out over here. Alright. So we have King of Air. Yep. Look, and I told you the Empress. Beautiful. 6 of Earth. And Awakening. I love that they call this the Awakening. This is like our hanged one. And mind you, any of the angels, archangels that you see on these cards, you may want to utilize them too, because Gabriel's coming through strong in both the princess, the Empress, and Awakening. All right. The last 2, Spirit, and then we'll get into this message, because clearly it's exactly what I've already said. But here we go. This one and this one. Beautiful. Yeah. And that is it. Look at that. We got the Dreamer, which is our Fool, and Life Experience, which is like our Tower. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you. They're bringing in a whole bunch of messages. So first and foremost, oh my God, they're going to make me scream and shout. Oh, thank you for this message, Spirit. 8 of Fire. We're going to get into it. There ain't no other way but to do it, okay? All right. So look. First of all, some of y'all are really moving, like moving somewhere. I said that with the 5 energy in both the Velia and Bacchio, right? Plus, he's like the Chariot to me. And then you got your King of Fire moving, like moving forward, right? Look, these the fairies can't wait to get out here. They're trying to sneak a peek. But the underall energy is this 8 of Fire, and that's all about movement, like rapid movement, changes, and especially with this life experience coming out, y'all, it's about to be something major. I mean, major, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 6 already out here that are major arcana. That's big energy, y'all. So I hope y'all get ready. Like, really get ready. You're going to need this. You're really going to need some type of stone to keep you grounded and balanced and stable and in harmony, okay? No matter how it looks, because I feel some of you are really going to be kind of shaken, like, not in a bad way necessarily, but it's just going to be, because this is made, like I'm feeling this major, it's almost going to be overwhelming. That's the word I'm looking for, I guess, because of all of this energy and these major changes, okay? But even this 6 of Earth to me comes through as speaking of balance. It is green, which is again speaking on that heart chakra. So more than anything, even though I know it's Earth energy, it's material, it's physical, I still feel like it's speaking more, and there's no coincidence that it comes out right under these 2 balance of the heart chakra that I was speaking of before these even came out. And that's though, when you are able to balance that, be in harmony within yourself, right? That's where the value comes in. That's really honestly how you receive your reciprocity, which is all about, that's what the 6 of Earth is all about. And that's funny because that's probably one of the best ways I've heard it being said, is that when you truly ascend and, like, you know, there's levels to it, right? I get it. But like, when you start to really, really open your heart chakra and come from a place of care and compassion, you look back on everything that you've been through and you see the blessing in it. As hard as it may have been going through it, as much grief and loss you may have felt like you've had, understand that it was all for a purpose. Everything is for a reason. And this was whatever this could have been in the past, or that you potentially, if you haven't gone through it yet, are getting ready to experience. It's for a greater purpose. It's for your awakening. So try to, again, look at things from a higher perspective, from a different perspective. Take a time out to remove yourself from the situation and don't take it personal. Didn't they say that? Don't take it personal. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. I know we sometimes get tired of hearing that, but you should never get tired of hearing that, because that's the beauty of it all. And this is beautiful energy on the table. Just remember, like they're trying to tell you, this king of air is mature. He's coming, and it doesn't matter. You can be male or female. It's just masculine energy. And I'm just going by the energy I see in the card when I speak of gender, because that ain't nothing. But anyways, he is secure in his truth. He knows what he stands for. He knows what serves him. He knows what he's going after, honesty and truth. And even in this card, it says balance mental and emotional consideration, right? Speak your mind with confidence. And it also says seek out professional advice. He can sometimes seem cold-hearted or abrasive, let's say, because he's so honest and truthful. And sometimes people don't know how to take that, but oh well. Remember when I said balancing those feminine and masculine aspects? That's pretty. And she's the epitome of harmony of all of the divine feminines, all of the queens, right? It says nurture yourself first, and then it says others and others. This, like I said before, is the blessing and the gift and the explosion. There's going to be an explosion from your heart chakra, and you may be just so overwhelmed, because I'm feeling that this may be something that you're not used to. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know y'all Scorpios, and I say y'all, we, can be, you're very emotional, very intuitive already. I mean, you're a water sign, right? But sometimes the issue, the blockage in your heart chakra is the fact that you try to repress your emotions. You don't want to be vulnerable, but you need to. That's the advice. You need to take a leap of faith. Trust in the divine. They're not gonna lead you into harm's way, right? Keep hope alive. This is about faith as well to me. You know, hope and faith to me kind of go hand in hand. And they're telling you follow your dreams and unexpected opportunities, which these came out together for a reason, because life changes, life experience, same difference. It's all about unexpected events happening, changing things, you know, whether for good or bad. But I don't feel like it's bad. This is good. It feels good. Yeah, it may be a little intimidating at first, but that's just the ego trying to keep you in your comfort zone. But you got to get out of your comfort zone to grow, right? Again, I'm looking at, they're bringing my awareness to Archangel Metatron and Shamuel, specifically Metatron, to remove any blockages, especially fear, right? They're telling you can also call on Kali. Be ready, be prepared, you know, do your due diligence and research before you just start messing around with entities and spirits and stuff, okay? That's just a message for somebody, advice for somebody. But anyway, numbers that stand out already, like I said, the 5s together with the 10s, so 55, and then 10, 3s, because we got double confirmation with the Empress being a 3, and even this 12 and Awakening being a 3, okay? And then 7. 0 is out on the table as well, and the Fool, or the Dreamer. So let's see. I'm looking at this. That's interesting. So the other message that's really coming through strong here, and I didn't even really get to the bottom of the deck, finish that anyways, that they're bringing to my awareness is that stand in the truth of your dreams, whatever that is, and go after them. Follow them. Don't let anything stop you. You will receive abundance. right? This is all about reciprocity. You will receive abundance in following your dreams, whatever is true to you, not what somebody else wants you to do. And in the way that the awakening and the dreamer are aspecting one another, it's like I'm seeing this as he and this could be male or female, but he is standing in kind of a bubble of a dream. Remember when I said sometimes you got to take a step back to look at things from a higher perspective? That's pretty much what the awakening is. It's like taking a time out, pausing for it, a little bit. And that's kind of what Zakiel is doing too. It's like pausing in meditation, taking time to heal. That's what they want you to do. And then they'll tell you, you'll know when it's time to go, when it's time to take that jump, right? Somebody else said when the faith is there, that's when they'll tell you basically to take that leap, to jump. And my guides are telling me when the faith is there, that's when you dare. And dare to dream, dare to jump, dare to go with Spirit's guidance, wherever they're pushing you to go. Okay? But it's like she's removed herself kind of from the situation to see things from a higher perspective, and there's somebody here watching, kind of look like manifesting. It's like the unicorn, the magic is in the wand and in your hand, because they're both kind of creating this fantasy. I don't want to say fantasy because fantasy, I mean your dreams, like, but that's where they start. You gotta fantasize about them and then put them out there. And that's what that is. That's powerful. That's what's going to change. And it's like, it's almost going to be overnight. That's why I'm kind of feeling overwhelmed a little bit. But that's what they're telling you to do, is like, take a step back. Stop trying to push forward so hard. Heal yourself. You've done the work, like with whatever whatever this is for you, whether it's about your career, your love life, family life. You've done the work, so now it's time to take care of yourself and allow this to manifest. Allow the universe to meet you halfway. That's what they want you to know. Okay, so I wanted to see, for them to give me some more clarity on the awakening, the streamer and the life experience, even though I feel like that's really it. But let me touch on this bottom of the deck energy really quick. So we already mentioned the Eight of Fire, and this is, like I said, movement at first it can be about movement. So you may be relocating, especially with the Zakiel and the Chariot here. You may be doing some traveling, definitely, even over bodies of water. So maybe some overseas travel, maybe. But when all of this happens, like I said, once you allow yourself to heal, just watch, because this is rapid. This is rapid movement, rapid communication even. But this is victory. It's like joy. It's that reigniting of that fire and desire kind of in you, all right? And look at this. With the Page of Earth, this is, speaking of the material gains. And every time I see this card, I always hear T.I., you can have whatever you like. But like I said, it might be overwhelming because she's kind of timid. She looks shy, and a lot of you may not be used to this, may not be used to the spotlight, may not be used to the glory, the fame, the riches, right? The wealth. But baby, ready or not, here it comes, right? This may also have to do with changes in your career even. Because you've gone through some things, like I said, you've put in the work, because this page comes after the 10, right? And, once you achieve the 10, that's like long-term longevity investment. Like your family, you straight. But the page is, to me, is like after you've completed that cycle, whatever cycle that was, there's some changes it could be in a brand new direction, or just taking what you've already accomplished and revamping it, right? You may be switching careers completely, and that's perfectly okay too. You may have ended that cycle with whatever you were doing before, whether that's working for somebody else or yourself, but just changing kind of the area of study that you want to do. And this could be going back to school, not even a formal school, but just teaching yourself, right? Learning a new trade, whatever have you. And look, did I say reigniting that fire and desire in you? That's beautiful. And as I always say with this particular card, she's manifesting that Phoenix rising. So you have been through, you just laid down a burdensome, just ended a burdensome cycle in that 10 of fire. And now you are new. You are the Phoenix. That's beautiful. And then look, and this is the divine offer that Spirit is bringing to you. This is like what Hazel has in Pandora's box. I don't know why I always feel like this card is Pandora's box for me. But that's opening up Pandora's box. This is everything. Like, you're going to be so overjoyed, so happy, because this is new love, new opportunities. And it doesn't have to just be a relationship. This can be anything, okay? Yes, this says falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, but you can have a relationship with anything or anyone, okay? Spiritual growth and enhanced intuition and a new home. So, like I said, some of you may likely truly be moving, relocating. That's gorgeous. And they told me to look under the yeah, they told me to look under the Ace of Water, and when I did, there's the Seven of Water and then the World. So you are definitely ending cycles to begin anew, just like we see here in the life experience, and like I was saying about the Page of Earth and the Page of Fire. And again, Archangel, didn't we see, well, this one has Archangel Michael on here, which when he shows up, it's the stamp of approval to tell you, yes, baby, this is the message for you. You may also be dealing with, if this is a relationship, dealing with a Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, of course, you, another Scorpio, and this could just be about you, you know what I'm saying? And then who did I leave out? Aquarius, okay? You have options, though. Just don't be confused by the illusion, right? Always stay tapped into your intuition here, and allow them to guide you. Take a time out if you're ever, overwhelmed or confused or whatever, because that's not where you want to be. And God is not a God of confusion, so you just have to stay grounded, stay balanced, and stay in harmony, mind and heart, right? And be able to move by the feelings of your heart, but at the same time, be logical in that you don't be overly emotional to even land you in, with your feet off the ground, like sweep you off your feet. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with anybody romanticizing or being romantic with you, but how can you make a sound decision, if your feet aren't on the ground? That's what I'm trying to say. All right, let's see. Okay, so let's see. Like I said, we want to see what this awakening, the dreamer, and the life experience is. First with the awakening. Tell me what energy this one's trying to come out. Thank you. Yeah, okay. I see. Yep. You may be wondering which way to go. I mean, not even maybe. That's exactly what's coming through here. So you may, this may have to do with a relationship or unity, or a Hierophant talks about marriage, right? Or a committed relationship, whatever that is for you. But it may also be speaking of your path, your journey, like to your higher self, which I feel like that's more so of what it has to do with for most of you. What you want to do, how do you see yourself, and what are your beliefs? You're reevaluating that and changing a lot of that with that 5 energy. What is your truth? What do you really believe in? Not what has been ingrained in you over all this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're really changing that, and that may kind of put you in a little bit of indecisive, or not even, well, you're just trying to figure it out to see what truly is passionate, or what you desire. There we go. You may be partnering up, even if you're not in a relationship. I see this as coming together, because the 2 of Spring, the 2 of Wands, is about partnership, coming together and deciding to which way to go. Because when the 3 come, when you head towards the 3 or go through the 3, you already know, you're just waiting for those ships to come in. Like, you decided here in the two, the path that you want to take, and now you're just waiting for it, basically to reap your rewards, right? Just remember, the advice that's coming through this unity card is to do the right thing for the right reason, okay? Some of you may need to have, because the last word of advice or words of advice from this unity is a spiritually minded community. And some of you, speaking of this partnership, you may be linking up with your soul tribe or individuals, along this journey, like your spiritual enlightenment journey, that are on the same page as you. Some of you, I hear and see them saying you need to have an honest and truthful conversation if you are in a romantic or, committed relationship or what have you with your person, because you guys may be going, not that you're necessarily going in two separate directions, but they just may not, they may not be where you are as far as the level of care and compassion and understanding to truly understand why you're choosing to go this way, versus whatever. That's for somebody. I don't know. Look, that's currently at the bottom of the deck. That's the thing. I felt that kind of confliction, like you don't know, do I stay in this? Do I continue to hold these beliefs? Do I, what do I do? But a lot of it is, that's the ego, like I said before, even when you are going through these changes and it may be overwhelming, but the ego wants to kind of keep you in that comfort zone. Don't allow it. You're getting ready to go. You're like, this is a whole lot of movement. Your journey, you're going on a journey. You're moving. Like, you're not meant to stay the same. You gotta evolve. So tell me about this dreamer, please. Thank you. Queen of Spring. Beautiful. Maybe dealing with the fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag, Leo strong for our queen. She's telling you to believe in yourself. That's the first thing. And look at it. Maintain a balance between work and home life, y'all. Yeah, don't be so overly ambitious or egotistic. Well, that's coming through. That's coming through. Egotistical about the material gains. Follow your heart, and your abundance will reign. Bars. That's what they're saying. Because this is all about. Look at that. This is higher. This is higher energy. Like high body energy. You got, like I said, the 4, really 5 now that are on the table. Major arcana. And then you got the heart. This is all heart. Look at even this force. This is all heart. Like passion, fire, desire, energy. Balancing the heart and mind. What else do you want? This is bringing stability. Celebrate your achievements, right? You've come a long way already. Know that. It also says deep feelings of peace and happiness. Be content with where you are and what you have at all times. Let me get one more about this. Thank you. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, this is definitely a Leo for some of you, or you have Leo strong in your chart, because we get the strength that comes out with this queen. It could be male or female, but a little more feminine energy. Or this can be definitely you gaining, like maturing. Your heart space is maturing. Because this lovely, she's balanced. She's fire. I mean, she's passionate. She's fiery. Like, she goes after what she wants unapologetically, and she's strong in her beliefs. She follows her heart to a fault. Sometimes, I guess, if that's how you want to say it. The strength says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. It's time to embrace how wonderful you are. And with it coming with this Queen of Wands that says believe in yourself, like this is you. This is you. Have faith. Have hope that you truly are maturing and coming into this power. Yeah. And that's all you've ever wanted. Let me see about this life experience. Thank you. Ooh, bossing up. Bossing up. And then we got the power couple out here. Divine feminine and masculine coming together. Beautiful. The 3 and the 4 together, that's 7. That's divine. That's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? It says use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized. A firm but compassionate leader. I tell you. Let's see one more. That's the transformation. That's the changes you're coming into. Healing that heart space, coming from a place of care and compassion, but at the same time you're strong, like you're meant to be this leader. And then we look at that. And it comes out again. Or I should say, for sure this, because it was at the bottom of the deck of the Angel Tarot, but it comes out here. Success. This is definitely, some of y'all would, may likely be doing some world travel whenever you're able again, But this is just the journey, I feel like, to heal yourself, to balance yourself, quite honestly. It says the freedom to go in any direction. Just like we saw the 7 of water before the world, you have options. You can do whatever you like. Have whatever you like. It says a journey that is now complete. You've ended cycles to begin anew. We saw this couple of pages there. That's what that's talking about. And that's how you've matured and come to be the leader that you are in this emperor. A strong leader. Stable, grounded, balanced leader. That's beautiful. Another 3. And this is beautiful because you've had, look at that. Didn't I say that? As soon as you get through this burdensome cycle and heal yourself, this is what you have to look forward to. But what I was getting ready to say is the fact that the awakening and the world are mirroring energies numerically. So again, once you take the time out to step back, look at things from a different perspective, be appreciative and grateful of, all the strides that you've made, the healing that you've already done, balancing your heart and mind, then you can complete, this is a 10, complete that cycle, right? And receive your gift. This is a 10. Receive the abundance, the success that the world promises, right? That even you got lavish abundance in this Empress. You got gifts of money, time, or effort in this 6 of Earth, new career opportunities, maybe receiving a loan or some kind of, settlement. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And look, I can't make this up. Healing. You got to allow yourself to heal. This is beautiful because this is like with this aqua teal kind of green is like the calcite, right? Maybe dealing with an Aquarius or have Aquarius strong in your chart. I also see this as some of you may truly be in the spotlight, because this 8 of fire is like being known, you know what I mean, to me. And then there's no need to be, you've had it, this is past energy. Or if you haven't gone through this yet, you're going to be, I think I even said it before with these. No longer being indecisive, just knowing truthfully what you want, going after what you want, leaving behind what no longer serves you in the 8 of summer, and fulfilling your dreams and destiny and manifestations. Because look, we got the Magician. Like, you have the power. You can manifest whatever. It says you can do anything. Take charge of your life, and you can manifest what you need to be success. But I feel you're doing that. You have done it, or you will be doing it. Let's say it like that. All right? So let's see. What do the fairies have to tell Scorpios for the month? Spirit. What do the fairies have to tell Scorpios? Look, man, oh man, I cannot. They be doing this. That's just enough said. Healing, healed, healer. Healing energy surrounds you in the situation, like I said. And then summer. Again, this green is all about that heart chakra. It says everything that you're asking for becomes yours in the summertime. And I forget whose video it was, but like for the sacred clock for our divine feminines, summer is also equivalent, if I'm not mistaken, to noon. And I will have to double check that, which is in a 24-hour clock, right? And it's like the coming, what is it? The coming, I need to look that up again before I tell you the wrong thing. But I'm feeling like it's like like the coming moon, like all of what you put in hard work to receive is coming through this time. Like it says, everything becomes yours in the summertime. This can also literally be talking about summer season. This could have happened last year, this year. You know, you still have time. You still have still summer, or even next year. You know what I mean? So just take it how it resonates. The bottom of the deck, everything's okay. It says, don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. I'm hearing, all things are working for my good. He's intentional, never failing. I know that all things are working for my good. Yeah, y'all might need to listen to that. What is it? Travis Green is his name? And look at that. In the fall season, everything comes together and you reap wonderful harvests of abundance. And that generally is when you reap your harvest, right? In the fall. Ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. They're bringing me back to this in the actual fall. So it could have been something that you manifested during the summer, earlier this summer, last year, that will come into fruition, that you will see the benefits of your labor, right? You will receive your abundance. And then finally, we have express your individuality, which is what they were saying. Be true and authentic to you. It says, allow your true self to shine. You're awesome. Beautiful. Okay, and then finally, our message of love for Scorpios, the month of August. Merciful Mother Jamal. And that's a 44. That's a unofficial but official in my book master number. That's 8. Eternity. This gives me the Empress vibes, and she looks like she's pregnant. And this can be pregnant with ideas, pregnant with, a birth of a new business, whatever that baby is for you. And literally pregnant, of course. Congratulations to all who it applies. I also just get healing energy from this. Mercy, grace, peace. It's like that light within is so radiant. It's healing. You may want to call on Mother Jamal. I'm going to read a little bit from the guidebook, whatever jumps out at me. But to me, it's like she's healing that all the way up from the root. And look at her heart chakra just shine. But she's also enlightened with all of this healing white light around her crown forever. There's all the colors around her, balancing her, keeping her grounded, stable, connected, divine. And then the bottom of the deck we get Celestial Rose of Ma, 10, complete. That is beautiful. The ever unfolding rose, that keeps being a theme too. This is again coming, not only is this great for the root, like your lower chakras, keeping you balanced and grounded, but it's like an explosion of love, magnificent, radiant love out of the darkness. You know what I'm saying? Out of all that. Because you got to go through the dark to get to the light anyways, right? So this is like after uncovering and removing and breaking through. Didn't I say explosion of some sort? This is like busting out and through any and all those obstacles or blockages or anything that might have been standing in the way. Healing, moving past that, right? But it's done. It's being completed. It's healed. That's a 10. That's like several 10s, which ultimately are 1. So it's like endings to begin anew. You got to. That's how it works. It's out with the old, in with the new. Okay. This is the last card of this deck. And it's a beautiful number to end up on, 44. So let's see. It says, O sudden resurrection, O countless blessings, O blazing fire in the jungle of thoughts. Today you arrive with laughter to break open the jail. Rumi. You, blazing angel, capable of so much, you evoke the testing hand of life. Why not, when you cannot fail? Yet in your sweet surrender, how can the great beloved not respond in kind and offer you solace, comfort, and mercy? For not all success must be hard won. Can you imagine this? The sweet face of the all powerful. It shines upon you as the love emanating from the Holy Mother's eyes, the golden radiance of her body and the gentleness of her touch. This is your birthright now, your divine inheritance, the mercy of the all merciful. Let it soften the hard edges of your life and your being and bring to you the grace that is deserved. Beautiful. Told you, that's exactly what I felt. They actually probably gonna have me read this whole thing. It says, this oracle brings you a message. There's a shift taking place now in a matter of great importance to you, from Jalal to Jamal, from justice to mercy. The shift, major change, right? This is your path, your destiny, and your blessing, now opening up before you. What did I say? Opening up, exploding. And then we have Beyond Death, Life is the card that comes after, which is a number 1. That's beautiful. Anyways, you are being granted refuge, respite, and It says, this is your path, your destiny, and your blessing, now opening up before you. It may be a particular matter. However, it likely includes your entire life orientation, life experience from the tower, right? You are being granted refuge, respite, and shelter from the storms of struggle and doubt, and being given a divine sanctuary, a safe harbor. You shall find that the unraveling of the struggle and pain now happens through tenderness, a gentler approach. You are also being asked to take stock of your own thoughts and attitudes. Having to be tough and play hardball in the past has served its purpose, yet this oracle comes to you with guidance to become softer in your way and your attitude. Can you gently but firmly place to one side the judge within, the one who keeps score and demands retribution, an eye for an eye, the exponent of absolute justice? Can you invite instead the one who gentles the aggressive lord within and allows him to bow before the great lady who loves his... Okay, slow down. Can you gently but firmly place to one side the judge within, the one who keeps score and demands retribution, an eye for an eye, the exponent of absolute justice? Can you invite instead the one who gentles the aggressive lord within and allows him to bow before the great lady who loves, is wise, and who steadies the workings of the world with the softest touches? Don't fear that if you suddenly give yourself a break, all your discipline, hardness, toughness, and suffering will go to waste. No, all things provide learning and serve divine purpose, but now there is no reason to continue in that way. It is time to learn another way. You are strong enough now to become gentle. And like I said before, when I was saying some of you may have just blocked off your heart, chakra, not really expressing your emotional self. That's where you need to be, All right. So finally it says, this oracle brings you the message that the great power of compassion is reaching for you, that it wants to help you, but is waiting for you to ask. So ask, then you shall receive. That's beautiful. And yes, it has started raining, so I know you probably hear that, but that is beautiful. That is all. Like, that's where you're getting to. Like I said from the beginning, a place of care and compassion, right? More so for yourself so that you can have it for others. It's a process, Don't be so hard on yourself, like Rumi said. Be loving and gentle. You will get there. I see that. I mean, this is beautiful. This is very, very beautiful. That's going to be your gift from the divine. And then once you are at that place of balance, harmony, peace, care, compassion, loving energy, right? You're ready to explode through that heart chakra. Then will you be able to provide that for someone else? And you will receive that equally, right? That's gorgeous. I love it, Spirit. Thank you for this message. I pray that this resonates with you. If it does, you already know what to do. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Of course, share your testimony because you never know how that may help someone else grow. And that's what this is all about, okay? I was just making sure I didn't have any other messages coming through. The major numbers, like we saw, especially with repeats, 3, 5, 10. That's the major one. 4s, to be quite honest. Yeah. Even 2, technically, we got the 11. I generally don't break that down, but it still could technically be a 2. And then the 2 is spring, so 22. And then we got several 2s within the cards, within Zakiel and Haziel. So, and within the awakening in the world. So yeah, 2s are very prominent. All right, y'all. You know what to do. Don't forget to spread love and light, and everything will be all right. Until the next one, be gentle, be easy, be loving, and caring over yourself. Okay. Peace.